is Kim, and my speech will be on social media. In the past 5 years of your life, what have you done? How much have you accomplished? Where have you gone? Who have you met? And how much have you changed? I think it's safe to assume that you've done quite a lot in 5 years. According to an infographic from MediaKicks, 5 years is enough time to fly to the moon 32 times and back. It's enough time to walk your dog 93,000 times. And for us in this room, it's enough time for us to go from awkward freshmen in high school to graduating seniors to college students. 5 years is undoubtedly a lot of time. And it'd be an awful lot of time if it was to be wasted. Well, a marketing agency called MediaKicks estimates that the average person will spend more than 5 years of their lives on social media. It's ironic when I see people post quotes on Instagram talking about how life is short. And yet most of us, myself included, will probably end up wasting 5 years of our lives scrolling mindlessly through our phones. We can blame ourselves and one another for being phone-obsessed or lazy, but social media is actually designed to be addictive. And with its addictive nature comes some pretty harmful side effects. Social media spreads false information, contributes to self-esteem issues, and hinders productivity. Everyone in this class is different in countless ways. We look different and come from different backgrounds, but one thing we probably all have in common is that we use at least one form of social media. Platforms like Facebook and Twitter have been on the rise for years now, but thanks to the cloud and the popularity of smartphones, social media is around us 24/7. At home, you'll scroll through your laptop for leisure, and at school, you're bound to hear a notification chime during class. Social media has become an unavoidable presence. If I'm honest, I'm totally guilty of this too, because I'm on my phone constantly, and I'm obsessed with platforms like Instagram and especially Twitter. But it wasn't until recently that I started to take notice of how harmful my social media addiction has become. And I'm sure some of you can relate too, because social media affects us all. We all see fake news being shared online. We've all compared ourselves to some Photoshop person, and we've all lost track of precious time online. The ability to turn off social media and live your life the way you want is ultimately up to the individual, and I understand that. But because social media platforms are designed to be addictive and engaging, it's difficult to turn that phone off sometimes. I propose that a good way to control your social media usage and prevent it from causing you harm is to understand its malicious side and to use it purposefully. A huge issue when it comes to social media is the spread of false information. Ideally, social media is a hub of free, accessible information. However, social media is people-driven. Therefore, a lot of times, the things posted online come from unreliable sources. For example, in today's political atmosphere, we see a lot of news being presented online as factual, and really a lot of people post fake news as a way to mislead others. A study by MIT scholars in 2018 showed that fake news actually spreads at a quicker and larger rate than the truth. Additionally, there's a lot of communicative limitations that come with social media. Only so much can be conveyed over text on a screen. Intentions and emotions are lost in translation, leading to a lot of misunderstandings. This causes people to misinterpret a lot of what they see and read online. But that's not the only issue. Social media also plays a huge role in bringing down our self-esteem. Because we have the ability to post whatever we want online, we're allowed to present ourselves in whatever way we want online. Consequentially, a lot of what we see online has been edited and manipulated. The result is a comparison culture, where we see people we want to look like and see things that we want to have, but are upset because that's not our reality. One big problem that comes with social media is body images. A lot of young people go on social media and see body expectations, making them strive towards this impossible image and becoming extremely upset when it doesn't happen. According to an infographic by the Florida House, According to an infographic by the Florida House Experience, 87% of women and 65% of men say that they compare their bodies to what they see on social media. Additionally, our self-esteem issues get worse as social media contributes to our obsession with materialism. Platforms like Instagram allow people to snap and post ideal, picture-perfect moments in their lives, and a lot of people use this to show off and present the luxurious parts of their lives, like trips or designer items, all without explanation. Impressionable young people see this and desire these type of lifestyles, but are misled by how easy and effortless it seems to be to achieve. But one of the scariest parts of social media is how we seem to get lost in it. Like I said before, social media was designed to be addictive, and therefore the average person will spend 5 years of their life on it. Social media is a huge hindrance to our productivity, and it's a waste of our time if not used purposefully. It's weird to think that corporations would design products to be addictive, but it's true. Ever wonder why we constantly check our phones even when we know that nothing's new? In a Vox interview, former Google design ethicist Tristan Harris explains that our phones are designed to keep us hooked through functionality, psychology, and aesthetics. And I can't tell you how many times I found myself scrolling through my feed, watching pointless videos instead of doing work that I should be doing, or spending time with people that I care about. There's plenty of data and stats out there that can tell you how much time you spend online, and you can even download an app to track it. But all that isn't necessary. All you need to do is to think about all the time you spent on social media, and you could have been doing something better. And I know that we've all had those moments. All-nighters that you've pulled when you procrastinated on a project, those moments at dinner with friends where you look up and notice that everyone's just on their phones instead of enjoying each other's company, and every car accident that's happened just because someone had to check their phone. In the moment, social media might just seem like a harmless part of your day. You check your phone once or twice in the hallway or at home, and it's no big deal, right? But when you take a step back and look at its impact on your life overall, the truth can be pretty overwhelming. Realizing that we've been conditioned to be addicted to social media and to see how it spreads false information, creates self-esteem issues, and hinders our productivity is the first step in changing the way we use these platforms. The next step is to start using social media more purposefully. What this means is we need to start taking back our time and making use of our time now and in the future. The next time you pick up your phone to go on social media, make sure that you're doing it because you want to, not because it's a bad habit that you can't break. If we do this, then we can begin to spread the truth instead of lies, build our confidence, and focus on doing the things that are important to us. When we use social media purposefully, you regain the control that you lost, and social media is no longer a hindrance to your time and well-being, but rather a tool to connect you to others. Thank you.
You're so close. You have 15 more seconds.